So I'm a little hesitant to do the prayer pose because he is a little bit awake, but he's also very calm. So I am gonna try it and we'll see what happens. I want you to separate your wrists just a touch, nice and close to your chest. Always close to your chest, no matter what, okay? Hi, Papa. Let me do the work. He is a big boy.
My hands are cool.
And go ahead and separate your wrists so you hold his head a little bit more. Awesome. And turn your wrist in towards you. Beautiful, Mama. Okay, just hold him there for a sec. He's a big boy. Look how big he is. Yeah, bounce. Just calm him down. Talk to him. He loves your voice.
Go to sleep.
Go night-night. He's got one eye open. Stink eye. I love that. Okay.
It's been a rough morning.
I'm going to take this foot, pop it under. Good girl. I know, Hogan, you're doing good.
Come on, my baby. Okay. Go sleepy.
This is so risky to do with an awake baby. But I'm doing it. Rock and roll. He's got a little baby acne going on. You guys see that? We'll take that out later.
Go sleepy, baby.
He's like looking at her like, what are you doing to
His
me?
eyes are getting heavy.
Okay, Mama. I'm gonna go ahead and have you. There, you know what to do. Look at this, Mama. She's almost a pro already.
Okay.
Good burp. Give him another minute. Awesome, that's getting better. Yeah, I'm gonna let him kind of mellow out a little bit. Look at you giving me the stink eye, buddy. Look at that. Stink eye. I love that when they do that. He's like, I want to see everything that's going on. His little feet might be. There we go. Okay. And go ahead and lift this hand just a little bit higher. There we go. And then drop everything down if you can. I know it's a little weird. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay. So this is not perfect prayer pose. Do you see what's wrong with it? Yeah, she's a little bit upset. I'm going to fix her, but he's also not asleep yet, so I'm not worrying too much about it. Okay? This pose is one of those ones that has to go in stages. You have to let it evolve. If you try to rush this one, it is going to bite you in the bottom. Okay? So, and he's got to see the world one eye open. So cute. He's adorable. Look at that little forehead. He's like, oh, I'm going to get my eyes open.
Do you want me to adjust my hands?
I will in a second. How are you feeling? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Right now, your hands are like this, okay? You're doing fine. I want you to lift this one instead. Yeah, we're gonna kind of bend his back just a little bit. Good girl, Mama. So, I know, he's getting there. He loves Mama. Perfect. Good girl. And now I just want you to tilt his head upward just like that. Good. And now just take the whole thing and drop it. Can you do that? She's like, that's hard. I'll fix the feet. Don't worry about the feet.
More?
Nope, good.
My hands are so slippery.
She's like, my hands are all, her hands are very clammy. Are you nervous? Are you okay?
I'm just really hot.
You're really hot.
Yeah.
That's the problem with being in a newborn studio, unfortunately. It is a warm place. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, go ahead and turn this way just a touch. And remember to keep the weight on that left foot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little weird. If you get tired, you need to tell me. Okay? So now he's looking and falling asleep. Oh, I love this baby. You're awesome, Sash. You know that? Okay. Mama's hands are lovely. I'm seeing the sides. Do you see that? They look stunning. Okay. So now what I want you to do, Mama, is just bring your chin forward and down and fall asleep on him. Beautiful. Weight on that left foot. Cross the knee over. He's like, no, I'm not asleep yet. Not yet. Shh, and just talk to him.
It's okay.
Chin up just a touch. What feels weird looks beautiful. Okay? Stunning. Okay? And nice and cross over this knee. I know it feels weird. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you balanced? Okay. And when I'm doing something new like this, I move very slowly. I hope you guys are okay with that. But I'm just, it's not a new pose, but it's a new, mom's standing, and I usually do this with her sitting, and I'm asking her to put a lot of weight on one side to create that line, and I want to make sure she's balanced and safe and feels secure. Okay, that's priority number one. Okay, we're going to tuck this foot up just a little bit. Good girl, mama. Okay, now I kind of want you to just, if you can, break at the waist, just come towards me just a little bit. Good, too much. Good girl, good mama. Lift the chin slightly, wait, don't, no smushing. There we go. Nose into baby. There we go, beautiful, love it. Close your eyes. Good girl, mama. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try to shoot this. Yeah, would you go fix it for me, please? Thank you. And I'm gonna go ahead and start off with a full body so that mom can relax. You're doing great, honey. It's me. No, you're good, okay. So that mom can, once we get the full body, she can relax her legs a little bit, okay? So I'm gonna come back here to do that because I've got an 85 on, guys, so sorry if I'm a little bit away. Can you bring the tool on the left side in towards her legs? There we go, beautiful. Not used to shooting tethered and I'm all locked up here. Awesome sauce. I'm on an 85, I still gotta go back further. Sorry guys, sorry Alex. Awesome. Beautiful. Okay, now I'm gonna shoot this, but I do have an issue with it. Hang on. Ooh, are you okay? I know, that's why I'm gonna make you not do it for too long. Baby's butt and legs are closer to me than the face. Do you see that? So it's making baby's face not the focus. So yeah, I just want baby to come towards me a little bit more. There we go, beautiful. See how that changed the pose so much? Okay, now I'm not using a reflector here, so it is creating kind of a dramatic look, but I'm not in love with it. That's a double negative again. Look at me and my double negatives today. Good girl, chin up just a touch, mama. Nose towards baby, and eyes at me. Gorgeous. Oh, beautiful. I love my job. Isn't this fun? See, creative is fun. Okay, mom, you can put a little bit of weight on your leg. There we go. Gorgeous. Actually, if you can hold it, I do like it. Now, baby is not quite in the right position, but he's also wide awake. So I'm going to go ahead and keep him there for a second. Beautiful. Yeah. Mom, your chin is a little tucked. Forward and down. Good girl, beautiful. Even more. You were perfect before. A little bit more. Forward and down. Good girl. Now close the eyes. Awesome. Oh, you guys see the difference? Oh, baby's like opening his eyes. Eyes on me, mama. Oh, stunning. Little soft smile. Beautiful. Now I want you to bring him out just a little bit, just a touch. And turn your lips to him and just kiss him on the, there we go, beautiful. He's like all awake. Go ahead and turn your whole body towards my light just a little bit. Just, that's good, too much. Just a touch. And break at the waist and come towards me just a little bit. Good girl, mama. Good girl, and close the eyes. Awesome. Do you see what a difference that made just by making her bring the baby towards me? It made the line more beautiful. Don't move, mom, you're doing great. Let me get a full body. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay, let's change poses. Okay, I mean, this is so fun. And it's working, which is really exciting for me. This goes to show that you can create something ethereal and lovely. Did he pee on you? Are you okay?
No, I'm just...
You're just hot and sweaty. Poor thing.
It's okay.
You're doing great.
The lights.
The lights, the heat. Okay, so now I want to do something very similar, but we're going to do this pose here. Now you notice I'm doing the same pose as I've done. I haven't done anything different, right? And all we're really doing is adding costuming, really, that's all we're doing, to the pose to make it more ethereal. But that image right there has a very maternal Madonna feeling to it. And a very artistic feel. Now, if I went in, we're going to go in and Photoshop tomorrow. I think I'm going to be tempted to go into Photoshop tomorrow and play with these a little bit to make them even more heavenly and ethereal. And in Painter, that will be absolutely delicious. Like to do the tool and painter with all that light and color coming through is going to be, I can see what it's going to be, so I get excited about that when I see that kind of stuff happen. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a different pose. If you guys have ideas, fire them away. Let's play, shall we? Sound good? What should we do with the tool?
Oops.
There's a fan. Can you
I know,
blow
I
it?
would love a fan. I don't think we have one, unfortunately. But if I did have a fan, I would totally do that.
I think I loosened that a little bit.
That's
accidentally.
okay, you're doing great. You are like
trying
the
to
most
Tighten it.
easygoing mom ever. But this, and you know, seriously, moms who come in who've had multiple babies are really easygoing. They usually fall asleep on my sofas. I have 2 sofas at the studio, and we've had multiple times where they fall asleep. They're like, oh, thank God somebody's watching my kid. it's really nice. So, okay, so this time, are you doing all right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So this time what I'd like you to do is, we're gonna do the classic embrace pose. Okay, so this hand's gonna go like this. As a matter of fact, oh, let's see here. Okay, you know what, we're gonna wrap baby.
Okay.
We're gonna take this out. You take a break for a second. My brain just had a creative burst. Okay. So I'm gonna bring this into the light so you guys can see what we're doing, okay? So now I've got to think about where I want baby on this, okay? So I'm gonna do the classic, this kind of thing, and I think just letting that drape down next to her is gonna be the simplest and most beautiful thing to do, don't you guys? Okay. So we're gonna do this class, you guys see why I love this wrap, right? The scarf wrap, the bowl wrap, because it offers so much flexibility and it keeps that baby all tucked in and tight and happy. Okay, and this tool is the high-end fabric kind, so it's very soft, but it still holds its shape, which is why it's so fun to work with. Okay. Oh, you're doing so good, Blakey buddy. And now you understand, too, why this bowl is like my favorite thing ever.
It's pointed at me.
So you have any questions while we're doing this?
Everybody on the internet is just loving how Erin looks, and they're saying that you're doing a very
she looks
good job.
beautiful. Oh, she looks stunning.
I'm seeing a lot of wows, and she's beautiful. So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'll let you go ahead and handle him. Okay. So, Mama, go ahead and move this out of the way when. And the tool also looks really beautiful on skin because you can see through it. So it has that. We love naked babies, and so when you wrap them in the tool, it. Uh-oh, did we? Are we okay?
Just tooted.
It tooted, okay. We don't care about tooting. That's the other. Okay. So what I'd like you to do is go ahead and remember 3 points of contact for safety, okay? And let me do the work.
Okay.
And again, just enjoy, okay? Okay, so this hand's gonna be right here like this. This hand's gonna be, this is the tough one, okay? She has beautiful long arms. This will actually be really easy for her. This hand's gonna be like this, and you're gonna be able to hold his head. His little butt's gonna go here. His little head's gonna go here. And you're gonna be able to go like this with his head to bring him forward should I need you to, okay? So I don't wanna photograph up his nose,
Okay.
because it just doesn't look attractive.
Can I have the heat off?
She's like, can I have the heat off? I'm dying. Yes. No, that's a great, I'm glad you said something. Her hands are a little clammy. She's sweating a little bit. So I'm gonna get you a towel real quick and let you go ahead and wipe your hands a little bit. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. You never want Mama to feel uncomfortable or like things aren't safe. Okay. Okay.
I might need to nurse him down if you want him to sleep.
Okay, it's okay. He's doing great.
Okay.
She's worried that he's not sleeping. I don't have a problem with it. He's doing fine. As long as he's doing what I want him to do, who cares if he's awake or asleep?
Straighten out, but.
He's all cross-eyed. So cute. Love it. Okay. Thank you, my dear. Okay. Hi.
Hey, little buddy.
You are just as cute as they come.
I need to exfoliate you.
My clients are always jealous of my job. Have you guys come across that? Where they're like, you have the best job ever. I'm like, yeah. think it was just a tube.
I don't think so.
No.
So Julia, if do you have a second?
Yeah.
So somebody in the chat room is asking about stretch marks, and is that something that you? How do you approach those? Because this is beautiful, this shot as it is.
Oh yeah, she's stunning. I
Is that
mean,
a
she's had 3 kids
post-processing
and she
thing?
looks amazing. Isn't that just not fair?
Yeah.
It's not fair. Most women do have some kind of stretch lines, or they have this line. It's a hormonal line. It goes away after about 6 months of giving birth. It's a hormone thing. This makes my life a heck of a lot easier. And if they do, you can edit out marks pretty easily. Some women, it can be a nightmare to do. I mean, I've seen some women, Emily's going, yeah, me.
I have
it's-
tiger stripes.
Tiger stripes. And there, I had a mom who came in pregnant at 38 weeks with twins, and her belly was out to here, and it was just black and blue tiger marks all over her that we had to painstakingly edit out. Now, will I do that on every image? No way, Jose, and I will charge for it. That kind of thing is very intense Photoshop. But little stretch marks here and there, that's a no-brainer. We do that automatically already. Okay, should we wrap him up again? I don't think we need to. Well, I guess we probably should show everybody, huh? It's really pretty dark over here. So let me pull this over here so they can see it again. People like to see things twice, right? You feel better getting all that stuff out of there? Yeah. He's so cute. He's like, I want to see the world. He might sleep really well for you tonight.
Oh, yeah.
You might get a couple hours of sleep tonight, girl.
I bet on the way home.
Oh, yeah. The car ride will
Yeah.
do it for sure. And with little boys, you need to be careful of their little private parts when you're doing this scarf tie. Just make sure you're not pinching them. It's just silly little stuff, but it's important to note. And then when you do it the first time, you'll feel so bad. It happens. But once you've done it once or twice, you learn quickly not to do it again. Okay. He's all wrapped and ready to go, so let's try this one more time. Awesome, I'll help you. Right there. And then all the way up and around, kind of even like that. There you go. I know it feels awkward. It's going to look beautiful. Okay. So you're doing awesome. We're just going to go ahead and tuck him in. Let me do the work. Don't try to help me.
Okay.
Okay? Hi, buddy. You're coming out of this, aren't you? He's a pusher, a leg pusher. He's looking for, look, he's totally rooting on me. They do that when they sense a woman is next to them. Sometimes they will start rooting on you. I can't believe he's hungry again. I'm just kind of trying to sort the tool out here.
I did like 5
Can you-
minutes, I know.
She's like that.
He's probably fine, right?
Yeah.
It gets
let's-
super hot.
her hands are getting sweaty, and so she's afraid she's going to drop.
Yeah, you want boobs.
You look at him rooting on her. Oh, he's like, Mommy, where's the food? Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and feed him.
Okay.
Do you see this, you guys? This is classic baby rooting. This means he's hungry, okay? And he's very hungry. Okay, they don't do that unless they're really hungry. Mommy, I'm hungry. So let's go ahead and get you out. I'm going to hold this up for you so you can walk out. Okay, so let's let her give him 5 or 10 minutes on the breast, and then he'll feel much better. Did you see that? I mean, he was like, I'm hungry, feed me. And it's this age, especially where they, a week and a half to 2 weeks, where they go through a little growth spurt, and they'll feed almost every hour. It's insane how much they feed. You'll like go through a beanbag session and just do 2 licks on the beanbag, and all of a sudden they're like, what do they want to eat? Or they'll suck on your pinky, and you feel like they're going to suck it right off. So keep that in mind. So fun. Are we having fun? I'm having fun. This is great. So any questions while Mom's feeding?
I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if when you have clients come in, if you know immediately when they come in that they are a possible candidate for
Oh, yeah.
the conceptualized shots, and how do you know?
Yeah. Well, you just know. I'll explain. I'm kidding. But Tiffany, who I did, he has a rag print with, she has this red curly hair, and I actually saw she was a model for a student who was coming to mentor. I do private mentoring at my studio, And it was so tragic because, just to make a long story short, this poor girl got on 2 flights from Atlanta before she had to cancel with me because each flight had to turn around for mechanical problems. And the poor thing was afraid to fly anyway. And so I line up models for my private students to photograph, and they get to handle them and do it all. And so Tiffany was coming in, and she had been recommended to me by a friend, and I saw her Facebook profile picture and saw that she had this gorgeous red kind of curly hair, and I was like, OMG, that is like conceptual right there. I mean, she just oozes it. So sometimes you'll just know when they ooze it. We call, in the PPA world, we call it a lone face. And when you enter print competition and your images get to the top level, it enters what's called the loan book or the loan collection book, which means your image is like one of the top 10% of the images in the competition. And so we call it, when someone has a lone face, it means that there's such interesting characteristics and such expression and such easy movement in front of a camera that they'll give you that Mona Lisa look. The mysterious, like you want to know what's happening in their head. And Erin totally has that. I mean, this image that's up on the screen right now, she has this just very powerful, soft, sweet, feminine look to her that just oozes motherhood. And she's a mother a couple times, so she knows what it's like to be a mother already, so she understands the connection with the child, whereas a first-time mom isn't quite as, it hasn't. The first time you're pregnant, you really don't know what's going on. I mean, it's shocking. You don't know what to expect. There's these weird things happening to your body, and you have this little thing that comes out of you, and you're like, what do I do with it? I mean, it's just the love and the connection. You don't understand what's ahead of you and how glorious it is. But when you have the second one, you know what's to come. So your feelings are much, I don't know, I could be wrong. I'm totally speaking from my perspective, but you think about it a little differently. Am I right? Moms have more than one?
Very right.
Okay, good. I'm right. I'm like, I haven't had a second one, so I probably can't speak to this fully. But the second one, you definitely know what's coming and how amazing it is, and of course how hard it's going to be. But your feelings, I think, change a little bit. So Erin has that whole, she understands what it's like to be a mother, so she can emote those feelings easily. She also is very easy in front of the camera. I had no idea, this is the first time I met her, I have no idea she was going to be like that, and a lot of that was luck of the draw. But you will photograph families, and there's been times where I'll have someone come in, and I photograph them as a session, and then I'll be like, can you come back in 2 days so I can do some kind of cool art stuff with you? Almost all of them say yes, because it's a huge compliment to have a photographer want you as the subject. It's like, can you imagine if somebody asked you if they could paint you? You'd be like, oh, okay, sure, you want to paint me? It's kind of a compliment. It means you have a unique look, or you're beautiful, etc. Yeah.
And when you ask them to come in for a conceptual, do you give them something, or do you just offer it to sell to them? Or
I usually give them images. I won't give them the art piece. Like Tiffany got the images from the session, but if she wanted the art piece, I would have to sell it because I put a lot of work into it. But she wouldn't have to pay full price for it, no way. Yeah, I'd probably sell it 50% off, just so I can make my time back for it. But yeah, I mean, and there's times when you're going to want to give it away. Friends, people like that, you would definitely want to do that. But and there are times when you'll see a pregnant woman walking down the street, and you'll see how beautiful she is, and you'll be like, I want that baby. There's been plenty of times where I'm sure you guys all know, you're like, I want that baby, because it's going to be beautiful. And I have no problem walking up to a mom on the street and just being like, hey, I'm a photographer. This is what I do. Keep your portfolio on your iPad or on your phone, and should be able to show it to them. And then they'll see what you do, hand them your card and say, I'm interested in doing some art pieces, I'm doing a theme study or whatever, I'd love to photograph you and your baby. You totally are what I'm looking for. And people even if they say no to you, that's okay. It's a huge compliment to be asked. It'll make their day just to ask them, and that's got to feel good when you make somebody feel good. So, how's Mama doing over there? Doing good? He's munching away? Awesome. Slowly, that's okay. He's blowing his ear. That's what I used to do with my son. I'm blowing his ear to make him wake up so he'll eat. Any other questions from the internet or anything?
Yeah, there were questions. I think the conversation with regards to photoshopping out the stretch marks kind of brought up more conversations about what to keep in, and women talking about possibly wanting to keep that in.
Yeah, it's possible.
Do you ask them first?
Yes, most definitely.
Okay.
And most moms will be very self-conscious about it anyway if they don't like it. They'll say, oh, I have a lot of stretch marks, I don't want you to photograph that. Or, you saw today that Lubu had that IV mark on there, and that's something I'm going to take out for sure. She also had this gorgeous birthmark on her neck that some people might have been really self-conscious about, but when she was in makeup, I asked her, I said, do you want me to take that out? And she said, no, my grandma told me it's where God kissed me and loves me, and she told me he loves me. And so I was like, oh my gosh, well then we're going to highlight it. We're not going to take this off. So yeah, asking those questions is really important.
And Holly wanted to know about the umbilical cord. You Photoshop that out.
Oh, heck no. No. Always stays in.
Okay.
To me, that's a natural component of being a baby, and it shows how young they were. I mean, it shows that is fresh, new, and some people don't like it. I mean, I've had people like take pictures of other belly buttons and then superimpose them onto the belly button that had the umbilical cord on it. I'm like, that's not something I would do. I happen to love umbilical cords, but I know it gives some people the heebie-jeebies, so it's up to you.